So you're going to sign off on this later, and I'm pretty loud, so I'm not using the microphone. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Great. The purpose of the Code of Ethics policy is to outline Casco's expectations regarding ethical practices. Our philosophy: ethical practices are the foundation of maintaining corporate reputation. The most valuable asset our business has its reputation. It is imperative that we promote a positive reputation in all aspects of our business and professional lives. Policy: all employees and affiliates of Casco are expected to follow ethical practices in all phases of organizational life. Procedure: all corporate actions are conducted in an ethical manner. Some of the ethical expectations are noted below. Covered individuals: every employee and board member of Casco mandated to use ethical practices in all phases of organizational life. Corporate citizenship: the board of directors and all staff shall represent the company in a manner that conveys good corporate citizenship. All representations of the corporation shall accurately reflect the status of the corporation, its affiliations, and accreditations. All legal documents shall be kept current and in good order. No staff member or board member shall misrepresent their relationship with Casco, alter documents that are produced or owned by Casco, or use Casco equipment for personal gain or for any type of fraud or illegal activities. Board of Directors: the Board of Directors shall exercise ethical standards in policy development and practices. At all times, the mission and the best interest of people with disabilities shall drive their actions and decisions. The Board of Directors shall observe all conflict of interest policies in their conduct of their business. No board member shall be monetarily compensated for their service. Next.
Everybody here, is that fine?
As long as you're loud, let's stand up.
Okay, professional responsibilities. The staff and board members shall present themselves in a manner that displays a positive attitude towards people with disabilities and a sense of respect for all people. Work practice shall be conducted in an ethical manner that leaves no room for question. Professional responsibilities will be executed in such a way that there is no question regarding ethics. Casco staff shall respect the boundaries of professional conduct when providing service. Staff members and board members shall conduct themselves in a way that presents a positive role model to the persons they are serving and to the community at large. Staff members shall maintain professional distance from those they serve in order to respect the person and to provide an appropriate service and supports. Conflict of interest. Casco staff members and Casco board members shall abide by Casco's conflict of interest policies and practices. Any staff member or board member finding themselves in a position of conflict of interest shall reveal the conflict in writing and shall refrain from any activity that might be perceived to cause disparate treatment due to the conflict of interest. No employee or board member shall use their position or authority to influence decisions or actions for the benefits of themselves, their family, business, interests, or other relationships. Witnessing of documents. Staff members shall not sign as witness to any document that is not part of their normal conduct of Casco business or service delivery. It is recognized that some staff members may need to witness specific documents in order to perform their jobs, notaries, services, coordinations, etc. Staff members may not sign or witness documents that do not relate to their normal conduct of business. No staff member shall falsify the witnesses of documents. Gifts and gratitudes. Board members and staff members may not accept gifts or gratitudes from those they serve or from any customer, client, or affiliated entity. Cards are acceptable. Other gifts should be tactfully declined or returned to the giver. It is permissible to accept a gift on behalf of the organization if the giver is aware that the gift will go to the benefits of the organization and not the benefit of the individual only. Personal fundraising and sales. Staff members may not solicit funds or sell items for fundraising events on other sales without the approval of the CEO. Under no circumstances are staff members allowed to solicit consumers or clients of the organization regarding personal fundraising or sales events.
By the way, I got my notary replaced, so I can notarize again. Yay! State of Missouri just took their time. So if you need notary.
Okay. Personal property. Personal property of all staff, consumers, clients, customers, and visitors shall be treated in a respectful manner. Willful damaging, misuse, or theft of personal property of others will not be tolerated and shall result in disciplinary action. Staff members are cautioned to review Casco's policies regarding the use of personal property at work. Casco does not allow staff members to bring personal items to work to be used in the conduct of business without permission from the CEO. Human resources. Personal practices shall be conducted in a way that all employees are treated in a fair and consistent manner. There shall be no practice of nepotism. Each employee shall be treated as an equal of every other employee. Actions regarding hiring, transfers, promotions, evaluations, training, discipline, and termination shall be conducted uniformly. Personal information shall be treated in a confidential manner. All disciplinary actions shall be handled in a manner that is respectful to all parties. HIPAA guidelines will be followed in all transactions regarding protected health information. Business. Accounting shall follow generally accepted accounting practices and shall reflect the highest business standards. Internal control shall be employed to assure that there is a system of checks and balances in place at all times. Business practices shall be conducted in an honest and fair manner. All business transactions shall be fairly represented and interpreted. No person or entity shall be taken advantage of with the knowledge of this corporation or any person employed by this corporation. Ethical practices shall be maintained in all contractual relationships as well. Marketing. Sales and marketing activities shall be carried out in an ethical manner. Casco shall not knowingly take work from another sheltered workshop. All bids for work will cover direct costs. Generally, bids will also cover overhead as well. The only exception allowable would be work that is accepted as training or fill-in work. Such work will not be taken from the regular competitive work market. Customers shall be treated fairly.
Persons served by Casco shall always be treated with dignity and respect. Organizations, agencies, and other individuals that support persons served shall be treated with respect. All services shall be delivered in such a way that the self-esteem and value of the individual is enhanced. Staff shall encourage and assist persons served in advocating for themselves or seeking the services of an external advocate. All records of persons served shall be treated with confidential manner. HIPAA guidelines will be followed in all transactions concerning the transmission of protected health information. Information regarding a person served will be released with the permission of the person served or their representative per established policy. Persons receiving services shall participate in all aspects of their service delivery, including planning, goal setting, and implementation. Casco shall convey a positive and courteous demeanor in all facets of the community at large and shall participate in civic efforts whenever appropriate. Okay, public grievance. Any consumer or any customer or visitor at Casco shall feel that they have been treated unfairly or in any unethical manner may report such treatment to any member of the management team. The procedures noted below for treatment of suspected violations of the Code of Ethics shall be followed to resolve such complaints. If the complaint is a person with a disability, Casco's Director of Consumer Supports shall be available to assist the complaint in locating an external advocate. The complainant. Violations. Any suspected violations of the ethics standards at Casco shall be reported to the CEO. There will be no reprisal for reporting suspected unethical behavior. The Employee Relations Officer or Director of Human Resources shall investigate complaints regarding ethics violations. If the Employment Relations Officer or Director of Human Resources is involved in the complaint, the CEO will conduct the investigation. Investigations will be completed within 5 working days of report unless circumstances beyond the company's control make it a longer time frame necessary. This procedure may be changed due to absence of the necessary party, a lengthy discovery process, or due to the advice of legal counsel. Any person accused of an ethic violation shall not be part of the investigation team. The CEO will determine the disciplinary action for confirmed violation of the Code of Ethics. If the CEO is confirmed to have committed an ethics violation, the Board of Directors will determine the disciplinary action. The Board of Directors will be informed of any ethical violations. Should a person be found of having acted in an unethical manner in respect to the execution of their duties connected with Casco, disciplinary action up to and including termination will be considered. Examples of ethical violations might include discussing any situation or event involving a person with a disability in a derogatory manner, violating the rights of confidentiality given to people with disabilities at Casco, discussing wages or personnel information with others, taking money or items from customers or vendors in order to get jobs, falsifying time cards or hours worked, giving information on Casco's businesses and contractors to competitors, treating people with disabilities different than others without disabilities are treated, treating adults with disabilities as children, any kind of abuse, neglect, or exploitation of a person receiving services, intentionally creating problems for others in the company through manipulation, lying or other avenues that disrupt the harmonious conduct of business, wasting or otherwise misusing the assets or materials of the company or consumer, falsifying any employment documentation or other documentation in the conduct of business. Other documents that relate to the Code of Ethics are the organizational philosophy, our mission statement, the following the following sections of the policy and procedure manuals, employment practices, affirmative action, employee relations, employee performance, compensation, employee benefits, work rules, staff development, rights, business management, leadership, service delivery. All right. Dissemination. The Code of Ethics shall be part of the service manuals produced by Casco. A copy of the Code of Ethics shall be posted within the facility. A copy of the Code of Ethics shall be available for review in the public information notebook at the reception desk. All staff, volunteer, and board members shall be required to review and sign a copy of the Code of Ethics. Education. All stakeholders shall receive a copy of the Code of Ethics as a part of the annual meeting packet. Staff members and board members will review the Code of Ethics annually. All manuals shall contain a copy of the Code of Ethics. A copy of the Code of Ethics will be posted for review. That's it. We're done.
Woohoo!